on the fact that their water was not bottled in Cleveland, Ohio, because everyone loves to take shots at Cleveland. And like the idea is that you need to go to the beautiful mountains or tropical streams to get like the best water, and not like somewhere, in Ohio. And so they obviously Cleveland did not like that, and so this prompted the Cleveland Water Department to run tests comparing their water to Fiji. And the Fiji sample had at least 6.3 micrograms of arsenic per liter, and the Cleveland sample had none. So basically, Cleveland's water was better than Fiji, and Fiji should have kept their mouth shut. But I just thought that was really interesting to just like that Fiji just took a shot like that, and but it proves kind of what I was saying about the idea is like this that there was like this overall like campaign to slander tap water. And I mean, honestly, I'm saying this as somebody who really doesn't drink that much tap water. I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but it's really not. It's because I don't know. It's drinkable, but I'm just used to bottled water. That's just the best way to describe it. Like I know I could survive on tap water, but I'd rather just not. Okay, yeah, and then so one last campaign that I talked about. I mentioned earlier that I would bring this up. In 2003, Coca-Cola tried to launch Dasani in the UK because they could see a need for budget bottled water. They already had bottled water over there, but it was all like the premium stuff. And I'm saying that they may have had other like cheaper bottles of water, but like Coca-Cola was trying to like do Coca-Cola's version of like European bottled water, basically. And their ad campaign's tagline was, and they did not know that spunk in the UK is slang for semen. And it didn't help that the people in the print ads were literally pouring water on themselves. I'm not kidding, and I will be posting pictures. But I watched another video that said that the marketing campaigns was created by the UK's Coca-Cola division, and that they knew what they were doing, and that would make more sense considering, like I said, some of these ads that I saw. But like this wasn't the only issue that like basically sunk Dasani, and then like they still don't sell it over there. I watched a video that was made like last like I think 2 years ago, and the guy was saying like there's no, which I'd have never really thought of, and you just go over there and you just assume like, oh, they just haven't made it over here. It's like, no, they tried to make it over here and it really didn't work. But like I said, that wasn't the only issue. It was found that the filtration process added a potentially cancer-causing substance called bromide, and eventually they pulled Dasani from the markets in the UK. Later on, Dasani bought a UK company called Abbey Well, and so they kind of entered. They were still able to enter the British bottled water market, but not like in the way that they wanted to. Okay, so this one has nothing to do really with the episode at all, but I did learn it while I was researching it, and I just thought it was crazy. So to me, I mean, not everything's crazy to everybody, but basically, the Black Plague is not fully eradicated. So I didn't know that. The one that killed like 20 million people like 700 years ago, it's still around. It's nothing like it was, but according to the World Health Organization, there's still between 1 and 3,000 people a year who get it. That's wild. That's crazy to me. Like I said, I don't know if it's crazy to you, but the black like the Black Death like is still out there. And then this one is a little more geared to the episode. Switzerland is said to have the cleanest tap water out there. Some say Rome, because they receive an astounding 97% of their water from springs. But so I'm not really sure. Never been to either. Rome, I would say to me, just because they say if 90, if not, almost basically all of your water comes from naturally like flowing, occurring springs. That sounds dope. I didn't know that. That's all I got for the I didn't know. I mean, the rest of them you kind of laid them out in the episode. So, all right. That's been another episode of How Did That Happen? We talked about bottled water this time. That was pretty wild. We learned a lot of interesting stuff. I'll definitely be posting some videos, some pictures on the Twitter page, especially of those Dasani ads, because they are just as wild as I said they are. When you look at them, you will not believe that people said, oh, people will want to buy water from this, or this has anything to do with actually drinking water. Really, probably the second part. But yeah, we're trying to grow over here. Still looking into the idea of moving the RSS feed over to another website, like an actual How Did That Happen website, which we'd be able to do a lot more there. but still like doing like, still trying to figure that out. But keep coming back, you guys. I appreciate it. Everybody who presses play and comes back every week. We'll be doing more episodes, and see you guys next week.